Willow Park Village is hosting a fall fair this weekend. A little preview happening this morning. The fair happens Saturday, September 12th, of course, this coming Saturday. One of the vendors down at the fall fair will be Springbank Cheese, and you guys are hosting a little wine and cheese tasting, correct? Carrie Lee joins me now, as does Adrian. Carrie, let's get to the business about the tasting happening on weekend.
Sure. So as part of fall fair that goes through 11 to 4, we're going to be doing a port and cheese tasting next door at Willow Park Wines, which is also celebrating their grand reopening. So it's going to be a hot day. Other milestones include our 10th anniversary for our Willow Park Springbank Cheese store, which we're totally thrilled about. So I hope you can come down.
And the cool thing about the wine and cheese tasting is it's free.
Yes, indeed. Next door at Willow Park Wines.
So one thing I didn't actually know, and I'm usually what comes to mind is you pair wine with cheese, but you're talking about pairing beer with cheese, right, Adrian?
That is correct. And actually, in many ways, beer and cheese are easier to pair. There's just a wider variety of cheeses that will work well with beer. Part of it is the bubbles, helps you cleanse the palate a little bit, and just the acidity helps with a wider variety of cheeses.
The taste buds?
That's right.
So what do we have in front of us? We have 3 beers?
We have 3 different beers, 3 very distinctive styles. Up we have a Sophie, so it is a Belgian-style farmhouse beer, a Saison, very funky beer. So lots of very interesting flavors.
I like that, funky.
Funky is the answer. And we did put 2 different cheeses with this. They are cousins. One's a goat milk and one's a cow milk version.
So which ones are those? Those are these?
The Mont Saint Benoit. So that's from Quebec. This is made by some monks in Quebec. And La Moutier. This is the goat milk version.
So why did you pair those 2 with this particular beer?
The texture and the flavor profile is going to blend nicely, and it's going to be complementary. Okay. It's going to help tone down some of the bubbles in this beer and bring out the flavors. So you're going to get some of those kind of funky, barnyard, earthy characters in the wine.
I like that word this morning. What's the second one we got?
So the next one up is we got the pumpkin spice. So it is the fall season. October is on our way, Thanksgiving, so it's pumpkin season. So pumpkin spice beers are very popular this time of the year. And this one's from Yukon. So they have a nice balance with their spicy flavors, so it's not overbearing.
And the cheese with it?
I got a Le Hercule de Charlevoix. It's a really nice raw milk cheese from Quebec. It's got some nice earthy, nutty characters to it.
And the third one?
A honey goat. Amazing.
That one's going with the pumpkin spice one.
The pumpkin spice, yes.
And what about the one in the middle?
The small bottle here packs a big punch. This is a double, so it's from Belgium. Lots of malty character to it. And we put a blue cheese with that. And I used a smoked blue cheese just to help bring out some of that malty character that's in the beer.
This is one of those moments when you wish you had smell-o-vision at home or taste-o-vision so that you could have a little sample. But you can have a sample, Ted and Jill. If you guys come down here this Saturday, Willow Park Village's Fall Fair, from 2:30 to 3:30 is the tasting, right, Carrie Lee?
2 to 4. You can't miss it.
Awesome. Back to you guys.
Tempting.
Beer and cheese.
Yep, all good things down at Willow Park this weekend.